In this Blender tutorial, I will show you how to texture paint emission maps. And for demonstration in this video, I'm going to be texture painting these glowing dots here on these little mushrooms that I've created. And I'm actually going to be posting a tutorial on how to create this exact scene here. So when that tutorial is released, I'll have the link in the description. Now, if you'd like to learn the basics of texture painting in Blender, then definitely check out my texture painting for beginners tutorial. And if you'd like to learn more about texture painting, then you can check out my texture painting tutorial playlist where I show you more about texture painting, like how to paint roughness maps, how to paint bump maps, and other texture painting tutorials. And if you'd like to help support this channel, I will have links in the description to my Gumroad store and my Patreon and the YouTube memberships. And all of your support really does make these videos possible. So the first step to texture painting emission maps is to add a texture that you can paint on. So I have the 3D space right here and I have my object selected, and then right over here I have the shader editor. So I'm going to press Shift A. Let's go here to the search, and I'm going to search for an image texture, and let's just drop it down here. And then I want to click on the new button to create a new image texture. Now I can just rename this, so I'm just going to rename this mushroom emit, and emit is short for emission, so mushroom emit. And then on the width and height here, I want to make this a 4K texture because I do want it to be pretty high quality. So I'm going to click and then drag down and let go. This way I can change both values at the same time, and I'm going to change this to 4096 pixels by 4096 pixels, and that's the standard resolution for a 4K texture. But you could also just use 1K or 2K or whatever resolution you want. Now on the color here, I want the default color to be black, because this way wherever it's black there won't be any emission values, but then as we paint lighter values it will be more emission. And then I can just click on the OK button. So here is our emission map, and I can take the color here and I'm going to put it into the emission of the principled shader. And so this way, this texture is going to affect the emission. Now usually with other texture maps which aren't the base color, you would normally want to set the color space here to non-color if the texture isn't contributing to the base color of the material. However, this emission right here has a yellow dot, so that's telling us that it's using color data for the emission. So for this mushroom emission map, we can leave the color space set to sRGB. So the next thing we need to do is UV unwrap this object onto this texture. So to do this, I'm going to click right over here to the UV editing workspace, and so we have the UV editor right here, and then we have the 3D space right here. And so I've already UV unwrapped this. You can see I've added seams. Those little red lines there are seams. So I've added seams, and then I've UV unwrapped this, and then I've scaled up the UV islands to use as much of the texture as possible. So I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on UV unwrapping in this video, but if you'd like to learn more about UV unwrapping, then definitely check out my UV unwrapping for beginners tutorial. Link will be in the description. And in my texture painting beginner tutorial, I go into more detail of how you want to UV unwrap your object so that it's best for texture painting. But just make sure you have a decent UV unwrap, make sure that the islands aren't overlapping, and also make sure that the islands aren't going out of the image. So I can now click right over here to the texture painting workspace, and you can see this is going to take us into texture painting mode of the object. And then right over here we have the image editor, so we can actually paint on the 2D texture if we want to, but it makes much more sense to texture paint on the object instead. So just to make things easy, I'm going to select everything else except the mushroom, and I can press H to hide it, so that way we can just see the mushroom. Now as I paint this, I don't just want to see the black and white texture map, I actually want to see the emission taking effect. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z to undo that. So what I'm going to do is hold down the Z button, and I'm going to go down here to the material preview. And so this way, instead of just previewing what the texture looks like, it's actually going to preview what the material is looking like. And then I am using Blender Eevee. You could totally use Cycles as well, but I'm using Blender Eevee. And so because I have Eevee turned on, I can use this bloom setting right here. So I'm going to turn up the bloom a bit and also maybe make it like a blue color. And also to make the world lighting darker, I can click right here and I can just turn the strength down to make the world lights a bit darker. So I can now just start to paint, and you can see it's actually painting emission. Now it's a little bit hard to see and I do want it to be a bit brighter. So I'm going to click right back over here to the shading workspace, and you can see right here that there is an emission strength. So right now it is set to 1, so it's not actually that bright, but I could turn the emission strength up maybe to like a 4, and now you can see it's much brighter and the bloom effect is more visible. So I'm now going to go right back over here to the texture painting workspace, and I can press the F key to make my brush bigger. And then I can just go along here and I can just tap and I can just add little dots there. And then if I click right up here, I can change the color, or right over here on the active tool and workspace settings, right down here I can change the color, and I'm going to make this like a very bright blue color, and I can just continue to go along the mushroom here and kind of tap to add some little dots there. And for the texture painting, I am using my Wacom pad tablet, and I would definitely recommend using a drawing tablet if you're able to, because drawing tablets are so useful for many reasons. For one thing, you can make nice smooth strokes, and your posture can be better when you're texture painting, and also you can use the pen pressure, because most drawing tablets do come with pen pressure. And if you're interested in purchasing a tablet, I will have some Amazon links in the video description to some tablets that I recommend, and those are affiliate links, so if you purchase something through those links, that will help me out, but with no extra cost to you. So I'm just going to continue to go along here and paint in some dots. I could also press the F key to make my brush a bit smaller and just go along here and paint in some little glowing dots there. Now once you're done with the texture painting, it's very important to save the final image, because if you don't save the image and close Blender, Blender won't keep the image data. So you can just open back up the image editor, and then you can click on image and click on save as. And I'm just going to save this as mushroom emit.png, and I will just save this as an image on my computer. Alright, so I can now just go right back over here to the layout, and I can press Alt H, that will unhide all the other objects, and I can hold down the Z button and go up into the rendered view. And there we go, so we now have some cool little stylized mushrooms with some little glowing dots there. And if you're using Cycles Render and you want to add a glare effect, the best way to do that is to use the glare node in Blender's compositor after you render the image. So there we have it, that is how you texture paint emission maps in Blender. So I hope you found this helpful, and thank you for watching. And again, definitely check out my texture painting for beginners tutorial to learn all about the basics of texture painting in Blender. And I'm also working on a full tutorial on how to create these glowing mushrooms, so when that tutorial is released, the link will be in the description. But I hope you found this helpful, and thank you for watching.